Are you fed up with opening packs and getting nothing in return? Are you new to the hobby and want to get hits like this awesome looking Fampy or this awesome looking Kecleon without breaking the bank? Well, I got a list of cards under $10 you can pick up right now, which I think are a great pickup for the price. My name is Collections, I'm Sean, and I collect things, and this is my channel where I give informative advice and I open packs. So if that's the type of content you like, stick around and we'll be posting more content like this over the next couple months. So let's get into it. So I made a quick presentation, I guess, just talking about some of the points I want to go over about how we can collect without breaking the bank. And essentially what I want to say is collecting does not have to be expensive. We can take a look at these listings here with the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved or the Eevee from Twilight Masquerade and see how they're kind of doing some really crazy stuff, but not all the cards from Modern are like this. So I added a link here. I created a link where you can just look at on TCG Player some of the more expensive cards, but it has everything. And if you go to the last page, you can see there's a bunch of really cool looking cards that aren't that expensive. These are even under $2. So yeah, I just wanted to show that these aren't the only ways to collect. And so there's, like I mentioned, a good number of options just for under $10, and there actually used to be way more options than this, but due to how the Pokemon market is right now, a lot of these cards that used to be under even $5 have really gone up in price. This list will go off of TCG Player market price just because that's the most simple way to do it, and what that means is that the prices might fluctuate between when I actually got the screenshots and what they are when you go to purchase. But if you can get any of these for under $10, I think they're a great deal. And one of the biggest hacks I could give is if you're willing to and don't care about the language of the cards, buy Japanese instead of English. We can even take a look at the Eevee that I was just looking at. In Japanese, the market price is around $22, which is a lot cheaper than the current market going price of this Eevee in English, which for near mint is around $90. So yeah, if you're willing to buy in Japanese, go for it. It'll save you a lot of money. And the final thing I want to point out is this is in no way for investing, Pokevesting, or any of that. I just want to talk about cards I really like, cards that are in my own collection and that I'd suggest picking up for the price point they're at, just because I think they're pretty cool. So yeah, let's just go into it. The first thing I want to talk about is Tangla from 151. Scarlet and Violet 151 was the biggest set for the last couple of years, probably until Surging Sparks showed up. But this art is just insane. I love the art here, and it's a card I've actually got 3 copies of, one in English, one in Japanese, and one in Korean. And so I got some facts about why I should pick it up. Fact 1. Tangla is a cute spaghetti boy. What is he? He just leaves, and he's a tangle of mess. So I think that's kind of self-explanatory. He's awesome. Fact 2. You get 2 Tanglas for the price of 1 in the card art. As you can see, one is swinging, and one's just chilling there. And the final fact, Kato's art is incredible. The artist here, Ayakusube, that's not correct. It's actually Kato. And I just love the composition. I love his art style. So honestly, really good pick. 151 has gone up a lot over the last couple months, and I think the Tangla has been pretty steady. As you can see, it hasn't really fluctuated over the last 3 months, and I think it's probably a good price to pick it up at. Any 151 cards under $10, I think, is a pretty good price. So yeah, that's my first pick. My next pick is the Fampy, the card I was actually just showing off that I have in person. This is one I actually ordered because I couldn't pull it. But this Fampy is just awesome. The composition, it looks like Fampy's. You're just watching a safari and you saw this Fampy sleeping with some Donphan. In fact, 1, yeah, another cute card. As you can see, I am a cute card enjoyer. Fact 2, yeah, he be chilling. He just be chilling. He's a chill dude. He's chilling there with his Donphan parents. Very cute, very nice art. This reminds me of The Lion King, I guess, with the way it shot the savannah and everything. And yeah, I think Fampy is peak elephant design in Pokemon. A small pygmy elephant. Better than Donphan, I think, and better than Qfint. That line is cool, but yeah, I think the Fampy line has a special place in my heart. Looking at the pricing, it's been pretty steady. It's actually climbed quite a bit down from initial Surging Sparks pre-orders. But I think at a price added, I think it's a pretty good pickup. Yeah, I don't know, not much more to say about it. It's just cute, and I just really like Fampy. Okay, now this card is one of my favorites from the early era of Scarlet and Violet. This is when Scarlet and Violet was super cheap, when people were like, oh, Scarlet and Violet is washed, it's not going to live up to Sword and Shield, which, as everyone can see now, is completely false. The prices are crazy, but I think this Fido, it's just really fun. It's a very live card. It really gives insight into the world of Pokemon, I guess. Yeah, Fact 1 Fido is a bread dog Pokemon. Who does not love bread? Who does not love dogs? So A+ there. You can see his little reflection. He's just looking at his brethren. I guess if he eats them, is he a cannibal? I guess that's like a different question altogether, but it's a very cute card. I just love the composition there. And yeah, Fido, my favorite dog Pokemon from Gen 9. Even though we got a bunch of them, I think Fido is the most fun design. Yeah, like I was saying, Scarlet and Violet was super slept on for like the longest time. As you can see, it's like under $2-3, and it's shot up recently because new collectors are coming in. But I would say Fido, anything from Scarlet Violet base set, I think is like pretty peak, and it really showed insight into like what this whole era is going to be like, and a lot of people just kind of ignored that for some reason. But yeah, I picked up this Fido a while ago. I've actually finished all of Scarlet and Violet base set when most of the cards were under $5, so at that point it was like a really good deal. And I think now if you try to do it, it would cost a bit more just because of how the market's looking. Lechonk from the Obsidian Flames. This card's actually like, for a while it was like going for under $1, and I got a lot of copies of it then. But he's just a chunky boy. And so I've got a couple of facts about why you should pick it up. Fact 1, it's Lechonk. Fact 2, it's Lechonk. Fact 3, it's Lechonk. Do I need to say anything more? This guy is just Lechonk. He is just sleeping there after eating a meal. It's like peak design. I think Lechonk is like pretty popular too in terms of like Pokemon from the newer generation. He's just a round boy. I think my list is a lot of just cute Pokemon now that I think about it. Yes, Fido, Lechonk. I don't know, I just like those designs. And the next one's Grotle from Temporal Forces. Temporal Forces was starting, it's like towards the tail end of when the hits were like really good. Starting from Paradox Rift, that's when the hits started to increase in difficulty. But I think this Grotle is just really, really nice. Gen 4, my favorite gen. A little bit of bias there, but fact 1 is that this is the only special art that any of the Turtwig line has gotten. We haven't got an illustration rare of Turtwig or a special illustration rare of Torterra, even though Torterra got one in I think this set as well. Yeah, it's like the first thing we got in years, and so it's pretty exciting to get one. It's a big Turtwig line lover. Yeah, he's just carrying his buddies. I love the art. You see Starly in a field. You see the 2 minerals is chasing after Grotle. A little like oasis in the bottom right. Not sure where they are, but it just looks really peaceful. I just love the composition on this one too. And yeah, he's just peaceful, and isn't that what you want? Don't you want to be peaceful in these trying times when it's impossible to get any product? Be like this Grotle, just chilling, hanging out with his friends, getting whatever he can. But yeah, Grotle from Temporal Forces. This is actually a card I have a lot of copies of, because whenever I was ordering stuff, yeah, like I said here, like 10 of these, ordering stuff on TCG Player, if the seller had one for like under $2, I would just throw it into my card. So I got like 8, maybe 10 is like overestimate, but like 8 of them. I really like this card. If I could pick up more for like, damn, they're like $6 now, which is like higher than what I paid for, but it's still like a pretty affordable card, all things considered, when you look at some of the crazy prices we've been seeing in the whole space recently. A new one, one that's not just an illustration rare. It's the Great Tusk EX. This is also from Scarlet and Violet base. Just looks so cool. The way it's composed, you can see like a sandstorm in the background, Great Tusk in the desert, just chilling. Yeah, fact 1, ancient Paradox Pokemon are definitely cooler than future Paradox Pokemon. I don't have any future Paradox on this list, but I think the Asian Pokemon, just the designs kind of lean towards more cool looking art. This is definitely not on like the cute side, but the more like powerful looking cards. Fact 2, yeah, art just goes really hard, and I don't think there's much more I wrote about this. Yeah, I don't know, you look at this art, when you see like a powerful Pokemon, the art's just awesome. Prior to like Sword and Shield, you would never get art like this. It would just be like regular EX art. But I really love the direction that Pokemon has been taking the whole card game over the last couple of years, especially like starting, like I mentioned, from Scarlet and Violet base, making the hits more abundant, adding illustration rares. It just made collecting way more like affordable, honestly, for like a really long time. This card was under like $5, even up to like a couple of months ago. But not just affordable, but it makes opening packs a lot more fun, just because you never know what you're gonna get, and they really increase hit rates from like Sword and Shield. Okay, and we got one more. This is Sandy Shocks. Oh, it's not Scarlet Violet 01. It's Scarlet Violet 04, which is Paradox Rift. Another card from Paradox Rift. I don't know. It just looks really funny. He's a walking magnet. The art is so derpy. I don't know much more you can ask for. Sandy Shocks is just Magneton if it was a Paradox Pokemon. Oh, I don't think I mentioned, but Great Tusky is Donphan if it was a Paradox Pokemon. So Sandy Shocks, yeah, art is derpy. I like it. It's actually gone down over the last couple of months because I think people are kind of put off by the art. Art is subjective, but I really like this style. Yeah, I don't know. For under $7, definitely I would pick it up. And so why did I do this? I just want to show that even though these aren't like the biggest like price tag chase hits, it's still really fun to go through and just like pick up the cards that fit well with your collection, that you can just vibe with essentially. And so ultimately I think what I want to nail home is that, yeah, you can do that, and singles are the best way if you're collecting on a budget, because trying to open packs just for like a $5-6 hit isn't really worth it. But if you're trying to go for those like giant chases and you're opening for fun, well, yeah, I mean, at that point, go ahead and open packs. And then, yeah, like I mentioned in this Google Drive, Google presentation, I linked all of the illustration rares and special illustration rares from Scarlet and Violet so far. You can just come here, quick search. I'll link it in the description as well. But yeah, you can see like there's a lot of really nice art. I didn't even talk about this Flapple. Actually, I have it in my personal collection also. Let me see if I can pull it up. Not taking too much time. Yeah, this Flapple, picked it up like super cheap if you really think about it, compared to like some of the other hits from Surging Sparks, just because it doesn't have the same hype behind it that some of the other cards do. But like, tell me this isn't really cool. It looks like Flapple's like a dinosaur from like the from like the dinosaur times. Just super awesome looking, this card. And there's also an Appleton from the same set. If I can find it, I think that one's also under $5. Well, if I find it, I'll show it. But yeah, I mean, like, look at this. There's like some really nice art. Like this Iron Tread's not as good as the Iron Tusk, obviously, in my opinion, but it's still really cool looking. The Spidops connects with the Tarantula. This one here. If you put them side by side, actually like Spidops on top, you can see that the Scyther here connects to this Spidops card here. So that's like really cool art you can really pick up for like under $10. So I'd suggest don't fall into the FOMO. Don't fall into like, oh, what card is going to raise in price next? Just collect what you want and you'll be happy. Because like regardless of the prices, like I picked up a lot of these cards for like $2 and I was like happy at that point. If they'd gone down to like $1, like it wouldn't have mattered to me. Wiglet, I love this art. Maybe I should put this on the list too, but I think I was starting to put a lot of stuff from Scarlet Violet base. But yeah, ultimately collect what you like, collect what gives you happiness and what fits into your collection. You don't have to break the bank. That's all I wanted to say. If I had made this list like 3 months ago, the list would not have been under $10. It would have been under $5. And like pretty much all the cards here, I would list it. Like this Apom, Yukimori Apom. Look at this. It used to be like, yeah, under $5 for like the longest time. And then the last couple of months it spiked up. So yeah, essentially what I want to say is collect what you want. You can have a lot of fun in this hobby. Don't break the bank. Just wait it out for a sealed product. We're going to get more printings. And if that's what you really want to do, yeah, don't fall into FOMO. If you buy from scalpers, you're just telling them they can do more and more scalping, and that doesn't really help anyone. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this list, and if you want more content like this, I can make another list with like cards from just Sword and Shield, because there's a lot of cool cards there too with the trainer gallery, which are super affordable. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.